Hello engineers! I am going to share how to build this thing. What this thing does is if you have a base, a station, and you don't want the lights to be on during the day when the sun's out, this thing automatically turns the lights on when it's nighttime and off when it's daytime. I'll show you it working. There it is, daytime. The lights are off. And when it becomes night, the lights turn on. And when it becomes day again, they turn back off. So, how to build this thing? I'm going to build the blueprint to it. This is just a demonstration of it. Is first you need an advanced rotor. It needs to be an advanced rotor. A conveyor converter, a turret controller, an event controller. You need two event controllers, a block, and a camera. First, I'm going to put the advanced rotor down if it shows up and draws. Oh, there it is. And we need to get rid of this head. And I'm going to use Build Vision to put a medium head on it. We put a medium head on it. Oh, and I need my character tools, my welder to weld that up. And then we put the converter on top of that. This is to you can build this out of all big blocks, but then it's a big giant thing, and I just thought it was nicer to make it a small grid thing. So then you need the turret controller. Slap this baby in the middle there. Another thing to note is you need your you need this to be facing north south because the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So it's very important to set this thing up so this is north south. If you don't have HUD compass in your game, you can basically just judge where it is. To see it's not perfectly east west, but it's generally east west. So the sun is in the east right now because it just rose. So you need to orient this north-south. It should be face the uh, you need to put a second thing here, advanced rotor, and it needs to be the zero needs to be up top. So that should be with the zero up top. Let's make sure of that. Nope, zero is not up top. So we need to redo that. Where the heck is the zero? There's the zero. So now the zero should be up top. Now the zero should be up top. And it does not matter. You want to lock this one. I forgot about that. You want to put the rotor lock on this one. This is just a base and used to convert it to small grid to make it nice and neat. And then you need a block. on this one, and I put the camera on this side. And then event controllers. This is another important thing for it, is you want to put the first event controller in the west for lights on, and I put the second event controller on in the east for off lights. That way it's named event controller 2. We'll put a battery on this so it stops moving around on us. And we make this event controller, or the custom turret controller. You don't need the azimuth, but you make advanced rotor 2 the elevation rotor, and you use the camera as the camera. You can leave these where they are, and no tools or anything, but you want to turn this always aim at sun on. And then for the event controllers, we're gonna go back here to this one and check those out. Event controller 1, which is on the west side, the left side, is equal to or less than 180 degrees. That is advanced rotor 2, right? Yep. So we make event controller 1 angle changed equal to or less than 180 degrees, and you make it follow advanced rotor 2. Event controller 2 is going to also be angle changed, and that's going to be equal to or greater than 10. You can adjust this if you want, but I found that's the best number to put it at. So there's a little, your lights stay on a little bit during dawn, and then they turn off when there's enough light from the sun to see. We add this to rotor 2, and this is event controller 1. Set up the actions of your lights. You group your lights together, and then you set the action to on in this slot. You leave this slot blank, and event controller 2, you set the action up to turn your lights off in this slot here. So it takes a little bit of setup, but I'm going to blueprint this baby right now after removing the battery here. It's all set up other than setting up the actions. I'll rename, and I'm gonna call this Jack's Sundial. Because I don't know what else to call it. But there it is blueprinted. The blueprint will be in the description below. And there you go. Thanks for watching.